Tears for Fears once sang that it was a mad world. Well, I always used to take that for granted, but it actually is a mad world. Hillary said to the FBI that she didn't know what C stood for when she's a lawyer. C stands for classified. She couldn't tell that something was classified. She also told the FBI that she couldn't remember something because she had concussion or brain injury. She said it 39 times, and yet the media is saying that it's a conspiracy theory that she had that brain injury. So she's using evidence. She's saying, well, I can't remember because I'm ill, and we're being criticised for saying, well, she's ill. It's like Obama saying, of course the election will not be rigged, and then announcing that it will be rigged. It's a fucking mad world. And the proper response is to lose it, because in a mad world you can only be mad. That's the only way you can cope with it. The only way to deal with globalism is to fight it globally. You can't just close yourself off and expect nationalism to be the entire solution. You have to fight it globally. But you can't just allow the globalist agenda to roll out, because that means terrorism, disease, famine, war, pestilence, and the other one. Basically, all the terrorism that Europe is experiencing right now will be transposed to every country, because that is globalism. It's about terrorism. And anyone who challenges that terrorism is a racist, is Islamophobic, is a xenophobe, is homophobic, is a hater, is a troll, is everything else, every other adjective or whatever they can call us. We try and call it out, we try and stop it, we try and secure our borders and save our countries and save our cultures, and that makes us hateful. No, it doesn't. Well, let's first of all examine Islamophobia, shall we? Let's examine what it means to be scared of a religion of peace that regularly tortures and kills people, enslaves women and children, throws gays off buildings, and then, causes jihad to basically take over every other religion if you convert from it. You're ripe for execution. The state endorses your execution. Let's examine what it is to be scared of being beheaded by a religion that the media is behind, that the government is behind, and that the police is covering up for. Let's imagine that I'm scared remotely of this unbelievable death cult, which is getting away with murder, literally, and genocide around the world. Let's imagine that we're scared of that and that makes you racist. Let's imagine a world where that makes you racist. To be scared of being beheaded, to be scared of being enslaved, to be scared of being violated, massacred, brutalized, burned at the stake, whatever the hell it is. I don't know, it's a complete inversion of law. Let's talk about Sharia law. Let's talk about it. Let's say we don't have Sharia law here, but of course we do, don't we? Because all our institutions are saying so-called Islamic State. Well, if it's so-called Islamic State, why does it adhere to the exact tenets that Muhammad preaches in the so-called Quran? It's your Quran. It's not their Quran. It's not a special Quran. It's the Quran. And the one Quran, the Islamists are following the one Quran. They are interpreting Muhammad's teachings right. It's not so-called Islamic State. It is just Islamic State, or IS, or ISIS, or ISIL, or Daesh. How utterly sexist of me to not want women to cover themselves up and be oppressed by men. How utterly regressive of me to not allow censorship of language and want to be completely controlled, coerced and imprisoned. How utterly racist of me to not want to be beheaded and worship this death cult. Damn me! Damn us all!